I remember when my wife and I used to sit on the floor. Like we moved into this house. It's going to be tough as a man. There are times when your wife's birthday will come up and you don't have enough money to give her what you really want to give her. So you settle for something else. This year alone, I lost a contract that was supposed to pay me about 70 million. Why are you worrying about frivolities, things that in the long run have no lasting effect?
Vroom, vroom, vroom. Oh, pop, zaddy.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. My name is Nonso Mokwuah, and I just wanted to have a little bit of a discussion with y'all. Do you guys remember, if you've been on this channel since this channel opened, do you guys remember when my wife and I used to sit on the floor? Like we moved into this house, and for those of you that know, this is our house. But we didn't have chairs, we didn't have a TV, we didn't have anything. We basically just moved in like a week before we got married, and we'll always sit on the floor. The rug we'll sit on was my wife's rug that she brought from her own house, and we'll just lay it on the floor. I've done videos on this channel where we're eating and sitting on the floor. And yesterday I had kind of like a mental breakdown, and I was like, oh man, like I'm 33 years old. I have achieved so much and I've lost so much. I'll achieve, I'll lose. Like there's no steady line for me, or there hasn't been a steady line for me. And my wife called me and we started talking, and she was like, nah dude, everything that you do for this family is huge. Like, why are you worrying about frivolities, things that in the long run have no lasting effect? Not like being intentional about one another, prioritizing our peace, just being in love and looking out for one another. And that made so much sense to me, because sometimes it's easy to overlook some of the good things that you've actually achieved because you're so focused on why aren't I a billionaire yet, or why aren't I have so much potential, why are things not moving the way they are moving. I'm saying this because I know I'm not the only one that towards the end of the year you basically start to take like a mental note of everything you've probably achieved or lost this year, and you start to freak out. Then you calculate that with your age, where you are, and then you start to freak out. Like this year alone, I lost a contract that was supposed to pay me about 70 million, and at least 70 million is the least minimum. And I'll be like, damn, that money would have done so much good for my wife and I. And I feel like I wasted so much time chasing, the big money, instead of like growing my community, trying to do things that I know that I'm more passionate about, like working on myself as a man, myself as a human being, trying to reach out to more young couples and like, see, in this rotten generation where everyone is out for themselves, where everyone is out to cheat, everyone is out to deceive, you can have something real, something legit, and it starts with working with yourself. And when I started uploading videos more frequently, there was a kind of peace I started to get, because I started to remind myself, like, just 3 years ago, we were sitting on the floor. Like, there's progress. I don't know why my definition of progress, or our definition of progress in Nigeria, is at a certain age you have to have this, at a certain level in your life you have to have this. And on this channel, Besides, I know that a lot of my watchers are female, but I'm also trying to get to young men to make them understand that from my own experience, from also watching my parents, watching my uncles, you will never be on top all the time. Sometimes you have down moments, especially if you're the kind of person that isn't working like a regular 9 to 5, especially if you're the kind of person that you're constantly looking, you may be a disruptor, you're trying to create something. It's going to be tough as a man. There are times when your wife's birthday will come up and you don't have enough money to give her what you really want to give her, so you settle for something else. In 2021, for my wife's birthday, I took her on a vacation. We traveled to Jos, an incredible resort. Stayed there for about 4 days. Then from there, we moved to a different resort. Stayed there for about another 4 days. You guys can see the vlog. You guys can watch that vlog because it's up. And I enjoy spending money on experiences than I do on like physical gifts. My wife has gifted me so much. Like my first iPhone, my wife bought me my first iPhone. I wasn't an iPhone person. And what I aim to do moving forward, or what I wanted to do moving forward, was to buy her more physical gifts. But sometimes it just doesn't work that way. And you start to question everything like, what am I doing wrong with my life? Let me make a drastic change. Should I leave to another country? Should I do this? And especially now in the Christmas period, things are tough. The country is hard. Dollar used to be 600, and then we're like, oh shit, this thing is so high. Why is it so high? Now the dollar is about 1,700 naira. Things are hard. Things are expensive. Be kind to yourself. You're making progress. You're making progress, no matter how small it looks, how minute it looks. Even in yourself as a human being, you're making progress. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself. Because I promise you, the way you're feeling it, others are feeling it. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but a lot of big influencers, big actors, people that you would assume are touching money in the upper 100 millions or whatever, are beginning to throw classes, are beginning to do events because they are also trying to get money. If Davido himself, son of a billionaire or a billionaire himself, will say, Kai, I'm done with Nigeria, I'm leaving, the economy is really bad, it is bad. My point is, it's almost Christmas. You're freaking out. You don't know if you're going to have Christmas food. You don't know if you're going to buy Christmas clothes. It's okay if you don't. Because life and marriage is not occasions, it's a marathon. Just because you missed one event does not mean you're not going to do in the next one. I learned this also as a kid when one time, I think I was 8 years old, my parents sat me down and they said, see, I'm sorry, but we're not going to be able to buy you any Christmas clothes this year, but we're going to buy for your younger sister. Because then it was just me and my younger sister. And I said, I felt really sad because, as kids, you always look forward to Christmas clothes because especially when I was growing up, that was basically the only time I got new clothes. And I was like, okay. And then I was looking forward to Easter, and it was the same thing. But at this time around, my parents didn't even come to sit me down to explain to me. At that point, they're like, you know what? You are the firstborn. Sometimes you expect, sometimes you don't. Whenever you get it, you get it. And honestly, since that point, I stopped expecting Christmas clothes. I stopped expecting gifts, Christmas, like even birthday. I stopped expecting. The last time I got a cake from my folks, I was 10. I remember it so clearly. And that is why when I was doing a birthday and my wife bought me a cake, it was amazing because it wasn't something I was used to regularly. And it's not like they stopped doing for me and then continue to do for my siblings. I think at a point, like, because my parents also went through financial up and downs. Sometimes they'll do, sometimes they won't. And sometimes my folks really want to, like, when they started making money again, like, I don't have to act like grovel a lot and they'll just give me stuff. My point is, if you're a parent, if you're a young adult and you're watching this, it's okay. It's okay. End of the year is just another day. You can start again. If things are bad, if you want to improve your finances in 2025, you don't have to wait till January 1st. That's not how it works. Start now. Pick up something that you want to do, a skill you want to learn, and teach yourself. I'm looking to train some people maybe next year on how to create content as well, edit videos. If it's something, I don't know, you know somebody that wants to learn, I'm open to teaching. But my point is, anything you want to learn, everything is on YouTube. Watch it. Pick up a skill. It will help you increase your finances next year. Now, the point of, I'm also talking to myself as I'm talking to all of you, because it's almost Christmas. The things I wanted to do at the beginning of the year, I will not be able to achieve them now. I don't know what can happen between now and 25th December. But I'm trying to tell myself, it's okay. You're sitting on the floor not long ago. You have things now. You were single and desolate a few years ago and never thinking, okay, I'm going to end up with someone so amazing like my wife. And now I'm married and I'm the happiest I've ever been. It's okay. You'll be fine, is my point. We'll all be fine. Things will get better. But if you want to take your destiny into your own hands, double down on that thing you're good at right now. It might take a while, it might not take it any time at all, but double down and it'll be fine. This is quick. My baby will be back today. I'm going to create another vlog on that one. But right now, I just said I should tell you guys. I hope this reaches the people that really needs it. And I just want to say thank you for the support. We're towards the end of another year. Everyone be safe out there. Things are crazy right now. People are meeting unfortunate ends, and by the grace of God, it's not be our portion. But may God keep us all safe. Keep your family safe. As long as you and your family are okay, healthy, happy, and safe, be grateful for that. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.